What's up, everybody? It's Detebits here, back with another installment of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Gonna go ahead and continue with Farsear's quest today. I tried making a video a little while ago, and something happened with the audio in it. It did not record properly. It kept cutting out. So unfortunately, lost a little bit of the story. I can fill you in, but we're still trying to track down my old master Orgus's old Padawan, Bengal Moore. Where I left off with yesterday's video, we were going to shut down the energy field that was protecting the Flesh Raider camps. I went and did that, and then and then I noticed that that the audio was a little distorted. You could barely hear what was going on. So unfortunately had to scrap that video, and we are picking back up here with when you go and shut down the shield generator, Bengal Moore contacts you and tells you basically to leave off what you're doing and let him do what he wants, and Orgus sends you to stop him, or not to stop him, but to stop the Flesh Raider recruits that he's sending against the Jedi. Which is what I did, and so it's a small two-part quest called Dark Temptations. After finishing off the Flesh Raiders in a cave, which they actually kill a Jedi and take his lightsaber, and you fight them and take it back. I now have to come back and talk to the Twi'lek matriarch again. So that's where we're going to go talk to now. I feel bad about losing some of that. It's not super critical, but just there's a little bit of a gap in the story now. I was trying not to have that happen. Oh look, T7's back. I wonder if he's going to come along with us.
Master Orgus responded to your distress call. I was to meet him here. What's happened?
Nothing. We didn't send any distress call. Things have been quiet since you left. I haven't seen or spoken to Master Orgus.
Someone sent Master Orgus a distress call from here. Who was it?
I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Your master will turn up. Why don't you stay a while? You must be exhausted.
Uh-oh.
Stop it! What are you doing?
Matriarch, step aside. Handing over the boy's master wasn't enough. This Padawan has to die.
I told you to leave him alone. That was the pact.
Bengal Moore refused your terms. This is to save our people.
Oh no. They betrayed my master.
You lied to my face. How could you do that?
I had no choice. There are too many Flesh Raiders and not enough Jedi.
Bengal Moore came to me, said he'd end the Flesh Raider attacks if we gave him your master.
He asked us to kill you too. But I said no. I told him we'd keep you here. You'd be safe. And my people would have a protector.
If we don't do what we're told, Bengal Moore will kill us all.
So I'm not really too upset about what they did here. They were doing what they thought was best to protect their people. Yes, they betrayed me, and it's not really the nicest thing. I could attack them, out of revenge, but revenge is not the Jedi way. So we'll go ahead and just tell them to go on about their business.
You don't want to hurt anyone. You want to leave here peacefully.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
We should leave here peacefully.
Yes, better that way. Here, perhaps you can use these. We don't need them.
This was all a terrible mistake. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was going to save you. Save us all.
Make fun of her.
Bengal Moore wants to destroy my order, and you handed him my master.
There's still time to save them. Bengal Moore took Orgus to someplace called the Forge. Reactivate your droid. It might know where to find them. You can forgive me, can't you?
she was doing what she thought best. Again, not really the nicest thing that she could have done, but...
I don't condone what you've done, but I understand.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do to make this right.
Learn from this mistake. Spend your life atoning for what you've done.
I won't waste this chance. That's a promise. My people should hear what's happened. It's best if I tell them. I hope you find your master.
Bengal Moore took my master someplace called the Forge. Do you know where that is?
Nope. Got a holocall coming in.
I am A4PO, Jedi Archivist. How may I help you?
Transmit everything you know about the Forge to my droid T7.
That area is considered highly dangerous. May I inquire why you need this data?
Flesh Raiders captured Master Orgus and took him there.
By the stars, what perfectly awful timing. The Temple Masters are all indisposed fighting Flesh Raiders. I will alert them immediately, but they may be unable to assist you. Transmitting data now.
I mean, I kind of knew I was going to have to do this on my own. So T7 is now going to be a part of my crew, and he's going to be my companion, which will be nice because he'll be able to heal me as I go through. I got a couple of customization options for him, so we could make him a little blue, red. So, okay, so that's green. I kind of like the blue. These are like really early astromech droids. So this reminds me a lot of R2D2. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make him blue. Let's put on the new hat that I got. Okay, and what I will do now, if we go to my companion, I can drop in customization. And he comes equipped with a blaster rifle. Your companions just naturally get stronger as you level up. You don't have to equip them with items. And the droids don't really have any items that you can really equip to them anyway. So the quest that I'm actually going to be going on here is called the Weapon of the Jedi. I'm investigating the Forge. This, I think, is probably one of the last quests on Tython. I'm either once I get here, I will probably pick up another quest, because I think I'm on my way now to building my own lightsaber. Let's just go ahead and
stand by for examination and suggested products.
Excuse me, had to cough there for a sec.
Return to your post.
And where am I going? Okay, so I will take we will fast travel over to the Ellerin Trail. That's a cool little mount. It's like a meditation chair with rotating dice over top of it. And from here, I am going to want to go up and to the left. So, let's hop on my speeder, one of my speeders. Okay, hop on the Lucky 77. Follow this path on up. And now that T7 is part of my group, I can actually, I'll be able to go do that the heroic quest that's been kind of sitting there for a couple of days. I'll be able to go do that before I leave Tython. I'll do that. Those are dailies, so you can do them repeatedly. So I think this is the cave entrance that I'm looking for. It is. It's a great view. I really like Tython, and then one of the other planets, and you'll see one of the other planets that when I get to it later. It's like my favorite planet in the entire game. It's just it's in my opinion just beautiful. Okay. So in some places you can't take your mounts. Oh, there's droids here that I have to fight off that are part of a quest, or part of a bonus quest. So yeah, now I won't have to spend quite as often going in using introspection. T7 will heal me. Let's go ahead. Looks like a little bit of a dead end down here. That's fine though. He was another droid on my way to attacking 15 of them. T7 shocked that droid. So not only will my companion heal me, but he will also they'll also attack as well, and they have their own sets of abilities. And apparently, it's one of T7's is kind of like a stun, because he stunned one of those droids. Almost done. About that, I didn't take my fingers off the mouse buttons before I moved the mouse, so that's why once again, not paying attention to what I'm doing. Look at that, just enough droids. Oh no, is that only one less than I needed to? I wonder if there's another one out here. Okay, it looks like there are a couple more out here that I can finish off that side quest for, or with. I'm not building up enough focus. I'm trying to use my special abilities, and am not able to do that because I'm, don't have enough going on. So there is. I'm not going to do that right now, though. We can do that. We can do that later. I will speak to the medical droid quickly. Sell some of that junk that I had.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Let's see, where exactly am I? Okay, so I'm going all the way to the back. Probably gonna get that group. Oh, nope, snuck by them. Sometimes it'd be hard to tell if you're trying to do this on one of the speeders, because the speeder might appear to be too wide, and you might think you got too close when you really didn't. So this looks like it was an older Jedi temple. There's a couple of statues here to some of the ancient Jedi. This probably was occupied when Tython was first occupied by the Jedi. Okay, now if you hear that little humming sound is a datachron. They used to be kind of important. They would improve certain stats. Now, not so much. You know, like I sometimes hunt them down, sometimes don't. It doesn't really affect too much in how in how your character ends up developing. So here I am, right back. That's the other class. Another bonus quest here. Desh boots, heavy armor. I could wear them. They are slightly worse than what I've got on though, so I'll pick them up anyway so that I can sell them. Let's just go ahead and ride on in. That's nice. I'll have some abilities to learn when I go back to the Jedi Temple. I think T7 took him out. Eventually I will get some abilities to use that will pull enemy attention to me. That way, like, you know, T7 got double teamed there, and you know, in a group setting, that could actually be incredibly detrimental if my teammates are all getting constantly attacked, and it's my job to try and keep them alive. So eventually I'll get some crowd control abilities. Speaking of abilities, though, there's something here that I haven't set yet. Let me get out of the way, so that way if those guys respawn. It's my combat proficiencies. So there are three different paths that I can take with my Guardian. I can either go defense, vigilance, or focus. These two are like they show damage, and then defense is, of course, the tanking abilities. I get warding strike, guardian slash, hilt bash, which is basically I just take the dark end of my lightsaber, just smack it in somebody's face, and they kind of get knocked out for a little bit. And warding call reduces all damage. You know, that's the high end. That's the high end ability. I'm gonna actually set this guy as defense. I'm gonna make him a tank, and then these are the abilities, or the path as it goes on, and certain boosts to other skills you'll learn as you increase in level. So we'll commit to the tank role, yes. And now I have, so at level 10 I got Warding Strike, which replaces Sundering Strike, so I can no longer break armor, but well, let's see, what does this do? Increases damage reduction by 3% for 20 seconds, generates 6 focus, and deals 116 to 127 weapon damage to the target with a series of quick melee attacks. Okay, so instead of breaking the enemy's armor, what I'm actually doing with this ability is making myself take less damage, which is not bad. And then at level 12, I got the Soresu form. This is another passive ability. So I got the Shicho lightsaber form, and Soresu replaces it. Utilizes a defensive lightsaber form, increasing armor rating by 61.5%, damage reduction by 6%, shield chance by 15%, and threat generation by 150, and accuracy by 10%. So threat generation is what pulls enemy attention to me. So learning Soresu automatically gives me an advantage to pulling enemy attention. All damage dealt is reduced by 10%, and all strike abilities generate 1 less focus. So there's a trade-off, in raw damage versus survivability. And if you want to think, so Soresu is a defensive lightsaber form. And if you want an example of somebody from the movies who was a practitioner, Obi-Wan Kenobi, actually, in the prequel trilogy, learned to utilize Soresu really well after his fight with Darth Maul in Episode 1. So by Episode 2, he was actually considered a really accomplished practitioner of this lightsaber form. And then I also have an ability or an available utility point. These are some boosts to some of my other abilities. So I've got Second Wind, reduces the cooldown of Resolute by 30 seconds. Resolute purges all incapacitating and movement impairing effects. So this has a cooldown of 2 minutes. This would make it a minute 30. Battlefield Command, getting attacked reduces the active cooldown of Force Leap by 1 second. This effect cannot occur more than once every 1.5 seconds. So Force Leap has an almost 15-second cooldown. So I could basically use this to hop around the battlefield if I'm trying to pull a lot of enemies to me. Blade Barrage immobilizes a target. That's not a bad choice. Trailblazer Cyclone Slash deals 25% more damage. That's not bad. Challenging Call protects all allies within range, excluding yourself, granting Guardianship, which absorbs 114 damage. So, Challenging Call will be one of the taunt. It's kind of a taunt. And whenever my movement is impaired, gain 10% damage bonus to the next ability. Generate 4 focus when stunned, immobilized, or put to sleep. Taking non-periodic area of effect damage generates 2 focus. This effect cannot occur more than once per second. So, because I don't have Guardian Call yet, or Challenging Call yet, I'm not going to pick up Championship or Guardianship. I can pick it up here at when I hit level 19, and then maybe again at level 27. I think it's at level 19. I'll be able to pick it back up. I am actually going to take. Which one? Blade Barrage. We'll take Debilitation. That'll cause Blade Barrage to. It's Blade Storm. Which one was Blade Barrage? Okay, so when I hit an enemy with Blade Barrage, they'll be immobilized for 3 seconds, which can make all the difference in the world. And if I don't like how how my abilities are playing out, I can always respec and change how my playstyle is a little bit. There's a fee for doing it, but it's not super expensive. See, he would have been immobilized. So my role in a party will be to get up in the enemy's face and stay there, and keep their attention focused on me. Oh, looks like we're coming in for the showdown with Bengal Moore.
I sensed you coming. Your fear betrayed you. You're weak, like my old master. You will fall with him.
What happened to you on Coruscant? Why have you turned against the Jedi?
Not the Jedi. The sick, spineless cowards that have taken their place. The traitors who let the Sith slaughter millions. You weren't on Coruscant. You never saw our greatest cut down or watched the temple burn. I escaped that destruction to see my own master surrender to the Sith. They exterminated us, and he gave up.
You're wrong about Master Orgus. He's training me to defeat the Sith.
Weapons are only as strong as those who created them. The weak will be sacrificed here to make the Forge stronger. The Jedi Order must be reborn from ashes.
So let's take out his bodyguards first. Make myself a little bit harder to damage. Now, because he's elite, he's not going to succumb to a lot of stuns or anything like that. He's going to be able to take the hits that I'm dishing out and just keep fighting back with me. But thanks to T7, I have an advantage because I'm getting healed every couple of seconds.
You've won. Why has the Force guided me to this defeat? You're stronger than any Jedi I've known. You could redeem the Order and destroy the Sith. I understand. You are the weapon I came to forge.
You think I'm destined to defeat the Empire?
I'm certain of it. I have found my purpose, at last. I have spent a lifetime learning the paths to power. That knowledge is now yours. Let me leave Tython and prepare the galaxy for your ascendance. I will deliver the gifts you need to reclaim your destiny.
So, if I take him up on his offer, that's basically letting a power-mad Jedi run through the galaxy. Yes, he might be beneficial to me in the long run, but he could also be dangerous to the people around him. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just kind of incapacitate him.
You'll get the help you need, Bengal. But you can't leave here.
Let's see, Master Orgus.
Padawan, I must have you to thank for being alive.
I captured Bengal Moore, Master. He's resting quietly.
You've done a great thing. He deserves a second chance. The horrors he witnessed on Coruscant broke him, destroyed the gentle Padawan I trained. You, however, faced a challenge beyond any trial I could assign. There's nothing more I can teach you. All that's left is for you to enter the forge and construct your own lightsaber.
I'm tremendously honored.
There's no substitute for the weapon you create yourself. Normally we make Padawans gather materials themselves, but you've proven enough. These are all the physical components. The rest will come from your mastery of the Force. I'll carry Bengal back to the Jedi Temple and get him help. Meet me there when you're ready.
Alright. Time to get my lightsaber. Now, before I do that, let's do something here. I have some crystals that I should be able to, or a crystal that I should be able to pull over. Show collected. There we are. Okay, so I am going to actually pull in a separate crystal to use for my lightsaber when after it's built. You'll see what it does. Oh, hello.
This weapon will be a light in the darkness.
Big old monster. Simple looking hilt, it's nice. So, okay, not in the fight with the Forge Guardian yet. So what I'm going to do, real quick, before I do anything else, is one, let's equip the saber, and then we are going to we can modify it. It's got some open slots here, so I can put in the lethal mod, and then that crystal that I pulled in. So when I built it, you see the current color crystal here. It's a nice Guardian blue. With that color crystal. This back up. Now it's a minty, like a really pale green, which I like this color. I've used it on most of my characters. Again, the lighting is a little off because it's lighting up the back of my head. Well, not really too badly, but it's like reflecting on my shoulders, which is kind of silly. But let's go ahead and fight this the Forge Guardian here. He's gonna be a little tough. He's another elite, but again with T7 healing me the entire time. I should be fine. Oof. Let's activate that. Keeps stunning me. Okay, I don't know why. That's a glitch. Strange things are afoot on Tython. Now, back in the day, your companions kind of had specific roles. Like T7 didn't help with healing, so that fight many years ago was a lot harder than it was just now. This has 11 mastery and 12 endurance. It's actually not a bad trade-off. I may actually equip these heavy handguards, because I'm playing a tank role. I want my endurance. My endurance is going to be the stat that I stack the most. So let's go ahead and pop that on. Yeah, that works. So let's go ahead and finish off the Weapon of the Jedi quest, and we will end this video there. Speak to the med droid real quick. Sell some junk. Yeah, those are actually worse. Nobody I have with me uses a blaster, and I can finally say goodbye to my apprentice practice blade.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Okay, so it kind of does make sense with where he holds the saber, other than a little bit of the backlighting, with where the saber is being held, why this part of his head is lit up most. And you can actually see a shadow here from his side montrol, and then when I flourish the blade a little bit, the shadow on the back moves. So they did a pretty good job with the lighting on that. I'm used to one of my characters on my lightsaber wheeler on the Sith Empire side. She uses a double-bladed lightsaber, so I'm used to seeing the light more in this area of the body, which it might be too bright here to see if that's where it's showing up. Yeah, it's almost like they have the glow of the saber on the wrong part of the body, but that's cool. I mean, it still looks good. Let's go see what the council has to say.
The Flesh Raiders are still a threat, but without Bengal's leadership, they'll be scattered and ill-equipped.
This temple could have been devastated. The entire order is in your debt, Padawan.
The enemy found weaknesses in our security. We have to guard against another Coruscant.
Agreed. And now we have concerns beyond the Flesh Raiders. Recent developments in the Twi'lek settlement demand a response.
Their matriarch betrayed me to Bengal, but she surrendered herself to us for judgment. You're doing, I understand. Good work.
You know the Twi'leks, Padawan. How do you recommend we proceed?
So we could kick them off Tython, which would not be not be nice. The Twi'lek settlement here are made up of refugees. They have nowhere to go. We could take full control, or we could support them. Jedi should. Even though this is a neutral option, Jedi don't necessarily make good rulers. So, but I just say they need our support more than anything. Like, they did what they did out of what they felt were necessity, and they have a very dim view of the Jedi because apparently the Jedi Order doesn't do a lot to help the people on this planet.
We created instability by refusing to help them. That has to change.
What happened to Master Orgus is almost unforgivable.
But if we do forgive and work with them, it can only improve both our communities. This young Jedi captured a fallen member of our order and saved this temple from destruction. I see no reason why he should remain a Padawan.
Your bravery, heroism, and sacrifice show great depth of character. You represent our best hopes for the future. You arrived on Tython a Padawan, but you leave a Knight of the Republic. May the Force be with you.
I promise to uphold every standard of the Jedi and Galactic Republic. This little droid and I have been through a lot. We're a great team.
Then I see no reason why you shouldn't stay together.
We're getting a priority signal from Coruscant. It's Master Twi'leks.
Master Orgus, everyone. I've discovered a situation requiring further assistance. Our suspicions about Coruscant were correct. The dark presence we have long sensed is strongest here.
What could be worse than a fallen Jedi attacking us?
That's what we need to find out. The security of the entire Republic is at stake.
This situation calls for our very best. Master Orgus, you and your former pupils should join Master Twi'leks on Coruscant.
Come to the Senate Tower as soon as you can. Master Twi'leks, out.
No rest for us, my friend. Complete any unfinished business you have and take a shuttle to Coruscant.
I'll leave immediately, Master.
I need to wrap up some things before I go. Meet you on Coruscant.
Farewell. The Force will be with you. Always.
Alright, well, okay, so I completed the personal conquest reward, Titans of Industry. I'll get some more lockbox stuff. Some stuff that's not bad. Introduction to Conquest, I got some more stuff. Oof, that's why that's why I don't have enough room in my inventory. Okay, so sorry, I'm kind of not entirely sure what I should. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is first and foremost to finish this off is board the shuttle to the Republic fleet, and once I get to the fleet, I'll go to that'll be where I end the recording for today. I do have one last thing here to finish on Tython, which I can do, at any time, really. This little thing here will pop me right back to where I need to go to complete the quest. But I need to clear up some space in my inventory. So next time, when next you see me, I will be on the Republic fleet, after having cleared up and taken care of some minor, minor inventory clearing off camera, so that was, you just don't have to watch me sit here and watch me do that. Oh, that's a nice Jedi. That's a nice little outfit there. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it today, guys. We are going to be finally, well, not quite done on Tython yet. Still have to do the Chamber of Speech. And apparently I'm missing another small side quest too. But yeah, so join me again next time, and we will head on out to both the Republic fleet and on to Coruscant after that. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, go ahead and leave a like. Leave a like. You can subscribe if you want. Comment. Your comments are appreciated. If there's something that you think I should be doing, something that you think I've missed, something you want me to focus on a little bit more. If you want me to go in a little bit more depth into lore, if you want me to read some of the stuff that comes up across the screen. But yeah, again, I'm really enjoying making these videos for you guys. I hope you're enjoying them as well. And if so, like I said, just go ahead and hit that like button for me. And I will talk to everybody later. All right, guys. See everyone later.